Okay, so just popping in to say this is the scene we missed, so I'm gonna replay the scene. So I didn't know because I was just kind of rushing by it.
Hey, you're looking kind of tired.
Well, I have tended to hundreds of the injured since this battle began. What a wretched thing war is. A soldier you patch up and send out in the morning may return that very night as a corpse. If that's not dispiriting, I don't know what is. Mind you, I know that Lord Cao Cao isn't warring without purpose.
You don't need to justify your feelings. War draws in and cuts down soldiers and civilians alike. How could any doctor not see that as a waste? Lord Cao Cao chose war, knowing full well what was going to happen. It's only through war that this violent era might be brought to an end. To him, that's worth the sacrifice. It's worth being hated. It's why I also choose the battlefield. I fight so that our Lord no longer needs to abandon people. That we might save a life he'd otherwise be forced to leave behind. All I can do is give my all.
That's an admirable perspective. I wonder if someday my state of mind can match your own.
Please. That's my line. No matter how strong a warrior I become, I can't do battle against wounds or diseases. Meanwhile, you stand between life and death for every person you help, and never stop fighting. That's truly amazing. I've thought so ever since you saved us in our war against Dong Zhuo.
Well, that is my job. I simply don't know any other way to live.
Come now, be proud. At least in front of your comrades, huh?
Comrades?
We both want to help people. So, that makes us comrades. We're fighting the same fight, just on different battlefields. Anyway, I better go train or something. If you ever need help, just say the word.
He must have come to cheer me up. Lord Tianwei is a good man.
Alright.
Here you are.
Let's do it. Let's save Gojia.
With me here. Now go. In this battle, we will eliminate the remaining threats to our influence in Hebei. Bring down UN shamans and secure the region.
Our forces are exhausted from marching all this way. We should focus on achieving the swiftest victory possible. Lord Xi Huan, follow Lord Tianchou to the western side. But you must do so without alerting Yuan Shi's forces to your presence.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Your connection to the House of Yuan makes you the perfect equal. This territory, would you be willing to spend this? Let's go.
Yes, without question. We'll keep their eyes on us.
pursued me this far north. Very well. I will atone for my failure again. All of you, listen up. The enemy is far from home and has grown weary. Strike them relentlessly. Give them no time to rest. We march at once.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Yuan Shao was good to us in the past.
This territory is ours.
Start defense! I don't care who you are. You'll never lay a finger on Lord Cao Cao. I'll fight you all at once.
The House of Yuan and the Wu Huan, both fierce opponents in their own right. The remnants of Yuan Shao's forces have some fight in them yet. Wu Jia, I'm counting on you.
Good. We've recovered our footing. Must stir up your courage. Start the event.
The enemy officer has been defeated. They're coming not from the main path, but from the west. They sound suspicious. Let us head out to meet them. The enemy officer has been defeated. Just stand in my way. Step aside. The enemy officer has been defeated. Clever boys are all for naught. I'm informed of all. Prepare to die.
Covered our plan.
The enemy officer
The basics.
has been defeated. This is good. The enemy officer should be ready. Has been defeated. Next, I'll have to bring the rear guard over this way.
Yes, very good. Everything has gone according to plan so far. Our next move is to take a shortcut and put a knife to the throat of the enemy. We'll go no further. This place will be great. Cao Cao.
See you.
So you have come, Zulon. Which means you have decided to remain in the service of Cao Cao and the Han.
Let's march! We march at once! Begin advancing!
I cannot stop them. Zulon, is this what you want? Do you really wish to pursue the blood-stained path to hegemony? Outstanding. They have all exceeded my expectations. Our soldiers are charging forth like lightning. It won't be long before the battle is won.
Fate altered.
The time has come! The enemy will fall before our superior skill!
Watch the situation before them. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Get behind us! Keep it together, men! We're losing ground. There's nothing else we can do. We must seek aid from the UN clan.
We cannot allow the Wuhan and Yuan Shan to join forces. You see? I challenge you to battle, attacking us with that paltry force. You can't be serious.
Well done, Wu Jia. Show me how quickly you can eliminate people. Allies are doing well. Now go.
See you.
Time to end this.
The
presence of you in an impossible dream. But I failed you.
Yuan Shang has been defeated. It's over. We give up. The Wuhan hereby surrender to Cao Cao.
The enemy officer has been defeated. You could not have achieved such a victory without all of your wisdom and bravery. Well done.
We won even more quickly than I had expected. The journey doesn't seem so tiring now, even for me.
There's a fog coming. You should withdraw immediately. What's this? My senses deceive me. This reminds me of the magic of the yellow turpins.
There you are, Suwan. You're hell-bent on standing in my way, aren't you? You'd best be prepared to fight. Protect us. This is our destiny. As guardians of peace. Cao Cao believes it is his right to rule over others as the guardian of Emperor Xian. Why do you follow such a fool? Do you truly think the reign of the Han should continue? All they have done is oppress the weak and sow discord. Let's end this.
Get out of here.
Why don't you remember? How can you?
Well fought. It wasn't Lord Gorilla.
Cao Cao and his army began his journey. I'm assuming this plays the same, except he doesn't just at the end of it. I don't know. May I come visit the comet I am feeling resting beneath your wing has become an irresistible temptation. I am long at peace of mind once more. This is not an attempt to say goodbye, mind you. It was by your hand that my life was spared, and it was my dearest wish to spend even a moment by your side.
I would like to talk with you. Do you have a moment?
Yes.
Thank you. It's about my future. I have decided to step down from my role as a strategist. If we are able to defeat Yuan Shang and the Wuhan at Mount Bailan and establish the foundations for our kingdom, then my work will be done. At least I had hoped it would be. However, Lord Dianwei and Master Yuan Hua have led me to change my mind. I've decided I want to live, to see with my own eyes the world Lord Cao Cao will create. I've been ordered not to overdo it and to look after myself. From now on, I will do exactly that, as an officer without an official posting.
It's a good idea.
You think so? I still have my doubts. After all, it is not a way of living that I'm accustomed to, but when I think about being just another officer, free to spread my wings, well, it sounds right somehow. I'd be just like you. In fact, I've already spoken to Lord Cao Cao. From now on, I will work from the shadows, serving secretly as Lord Cao Cao's eyes, ears, and blade. I suspect we may well find ourselves working together. Often, I trust, we will continue to be friends and comrades. It's warm here, and being with you gives me a warm feeling as well. A feeling of security.
Do you still have a fever?
It's probably just my lingering elation at still being alive. Thanks to what everyone's done for me, Jiashu, Lord Shunyo, Lord Shunyo, all of Lord Cao Cao's top strategists depend on you greatly. At Mount Bailang, they advised you not to let me overexert myself in battle. As a result, I failed in my objective to live as I wished and accept death when the time came. I owe you all greatly for that, and I doubt I will ever be able to repay you.
You noticed that.
I too am a strategist, remember? You needn't apologize for what you did. As I said, I appreciated it. My life will be shorter than others. That fact won't change. Nonetheless, I can't deny the change in my heart's deepest desires. Once, I would have been glad to trade my short life to help Lord Cao Cao achieve his goal, but now, I think I would rather live longer and achieve my own aims. I want to spend more time with my friends and with you.
That's a good change of heart. I look forward to it.
The truth is, I don't want to be away from you ever again.
Romance!
Enough of this serious talk. Let's have some fun, shall we? I've been out of sorts lately, but having you around calms me. It feels as though nothing's impossible as long as we're together.
Matsu, hear me out. It's about Goja Huanho, and I stopped in for going out in the town just the other day. It was no easy task going to bring up to one castle and up and everything, and eventually he gave up. But I know he won't be the last time he tries something. My instincts tell me as much. Strategists are a stubborn bunch, and Goja is especially so. That's why Wanha and I are keeping an eye on him. But he's too smart. He'll find a way to slip past us, I'm sure of it. So if you happen to see him in the city, give him a word for us. Tell him that our Lord needs to help him realize his ambitions. That all we need to live for is as long as possible. I don't see him anywhere. Is he somewhere on the map? Doesn't seem like it.
It's been a long road.
Soon.
Go ahead.
skip Bo and Po. Oh wait, are we skipping any cutscenes between those 2 points? Seems like I'm missing something there. On the left side, weird.
Go ahead.
Janway and Goja are there, a new path will manifest in Chibi. Alright, let's just go for it then, I guess.
Why, if it isn't Shishu?
We are ready. So enough man right here. Let's flame this. Which
You have the power to read the movement of... Thank you.
After all.
Right.
Do you have a moment? I have a request for you. Soon we'll be fighting the decisive battle at Chibi, and I want you to be at my side. Lord Chunyo, and Jiashu. We know this battle will be full of danger and hidden perils. The problem is, none of us know exactly what they might be, and we've no way of figuring out either. We just don't know enough. We won't know the dangers until we stand on the battlefield itself, feel the shaking beneath our feet, taste the currents in the air, and who better to figure out those signs than you and me? Together we can roam the battlefield and snuff out the dangers as soon as they appear. If we do this, we lay the foundations for certain victory, and in turn pave the way for Lord Cao Cao's conquest. So let us go.
Let's go.
It is almost. This will be
Good.
Alright, it's gonna be the same.
With me here.
now go. All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base. Front. Time to advance!
Valiant tigers, unsheath your claws and bare your fangs to protect our land and maintain our pride. For the sake of our inalienable ambitions, we must take command of this battle. Let loose a rain of arrows. Do not let the enemy approach. strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
The enemy has shifted entirely to defense. They must have some kind of plan. Now, what chance of victory does the enemy believe they have? It would be in our best interest to find out for ourselves. We should be more than enough to fulfill such a task. Let us go.
The final battle is at hand. Behold, I shall join the fray.
So you found me. It shall not be so easy to slip past me.
Unfortunate turn. But here I thought we had become friends.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Next time.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. We made it. Now, let's do this. We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have. The enemy officer has been defeated. And running out is quite the risk.
I admire the courage. Since the enemy's plan is unclear, there's only so much we can do. Our priority for now should be whittling down their forces. Very rough. Time to rub salt into the wound, as it were.
Let's get serious. The enemy officer
When they get behind us,
defeated.
the mass just became a lot more complicated. It is time.
I shall pray to invoke the winds.
Let's go.
That white fan, his appearance. That must be the sleeping dragon, Chibi. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side.
March forward.
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions. Now, I will begin my prayer. I shall summon the greatest gale I can muster. Chew gum the eyes. Praying? Must be some of it.
The enemy shows no signs of going on the offensive. Could they truly be waiting for the wind to change?
An enemy assault. In that case, we shall do as planned. His prayer nest is certainly unguarded. Clearly, there must be something here. Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. These ships, war is ours for the taking.
Time to end this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Odds are overwhelmingly in our favor. All the more reason to remain ever vigilant. And summoning. I gotta see it for myself. This match is real. They're using this spot to convey orders to the front. Serving as a decoy. Sending signals at the same time. That Sugar Leon is a canny one.
So they've arrived.
Still,
complete. Now advance! Time to end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. What I call intense.
All fired up.
You have gone down the wrong path. So I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live.
Time to end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
There we go.
One guy?
I've been waiting for this.
I can't believe it.
He really defected from the room.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here.
Now, advance!
Go. This boy the enemy officer has been defeated at talking.
You've got guts rushing out here like this. How about a duel then?
I shall pull back for now, but next time I will not fall so easily. Oh, you're good. Quite good. Still, my will cannot be broken so easily.
Say for argument's sake that they compel the very winds to change direction. Not even such a miracle could change the outcome of this battle. We have already agreed so far that if they attempted to set fire to our ships, we would split the arrow. The enemy seems convinced that the winds will change, and that they'll be able to set fire to our ships regardless of how the battle
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I see. In this situation, only one would be capable of setting fire to our ships. And that would be an ally. The enemy's plan hinges on someone among us.
Among
We
us.
cannot make our move under these circumstances. We must fall back and attempt to regroup. So Guy has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
I beg of you, do not miss the moment that the wind changes. The enemy's plan likely depends on that very moment. I imagine they will set fires deep within our ranks. I have an idea where they will be. Search the area the moment you sense a change in the wind.
You're behaving irrationally. Perhaps I can help you calm yourself. Let's go. You seem completely unaware of your surroundings. Not a good sign if you want to take me on. Let us postpone this fight until next time. The enemy officer has been defeated. How irritating! Must retreat.
I will know how ill-prepared I was. I will retreat.
I do not sense anything suspicious nearby. It would seem the time has not yet come. You must remain vigilant for any change in the wind, and then come back. The enemy will grow wary if we linger here. We must return to the battle until the time is right.
This is tough, no matter how you slice it. This relentless rain of arrows has slowed our advance to a crawl. We must deal with their archers first and foremost. Start the advance!
Lord Huanggai, what are you doing here? Well, you don't actually need to answer that. I already know that. You are the spark to light the fire.
So, our plan then. It matters not. You will die before you can tell.
All my might.
The winds have begun to shift.
Everyone ready. Remember this? We need to act as one. Take this.
A worthy foe indeed. Now
See you.
the battle begins. Let's end this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Rests on my shoulders. I cannot. Oh no!
We've eliminated a key component to their plan. Now, we can finish this without distraction.
Fate altered.
You prevented disaster and led us closer to victory from the shadows. So, this is how you choose to fight.
The enemy officer.
We have no choice but to take up arms.
Let's do this!
See you.
Let's end this. The enemy officer.
Ready to shoot.
Defeated.
All right. In this battle.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
If we work together, we can turn this around. Victory is still within our reach.
Victory is all but guaranteed now. Forward, my brave men. To victory.
Only taste victory in this moment. Savor it. See me again. This is rough. I won't be able to take care of this all on my own.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must escape while my body still allows it.
I was in a predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope. I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate. Some days, that feeling can let you down. Those are the days you run the most.
You may not be able to make it through this.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Get out of here.
Okay,
Has been defeated.
look at what's coming next time.
Careless of me. My inexperience is showing. Here's the resistance is futile. Oh,
I'll end this.
just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
No choice but to fall back. Must retreat and rethink my plans.
He was an opponent who's not easy. I must forget past bonds.
We will falter, no matter the foe who stands before me. I will defeat you.
You're here to stop him.
There's no need for words.
I will simply do all I can to fend you off.
I am fully prepared for this battle.
Not hold back. My heart ruined my spirit to close the roots. So we again now.
Heroes of war. Now is your moment.
Victory is sweet.
officer has been defeated. Fear not. We still have the upper hand. Victory is within our grasp. The enemy officer has been defeated. As long as we have strength enough to hold a sword. The enemy officer. The enemy officer has been defeated.
One last swift blow.
Today, someday. This isn't easily broken. Alright. Isn't over yet. We will not fold so easily. Show the enemy that their victory is far from assured. Next time I see you, you're this. Take this. Let's go. I've lost trust already. Let's end this. I'm done. The enemy officer has been defeated. I cannot fall here. I must find a way to escape, no matter what.
Coalition forces have been swept from the field. We owe this great victory to everyone's efforts and valor. Be proud. This victory belongs to all of you, my shrewd and courageous allies.
So how's this gonna change the last battle? Or does it just end?
It appears that we've secured victory at last.
Yes, and with it, a powerful foothold in Jing. But the war's far from over. It is too early to let down our guard. As we expected, the armies of Liu Bei and Sun Quan have begun to pull back. They're not wasting any time. We must deliver a crushing blow now, while their forces are in disarray. Otherwise, they will be able to regroup and launch a counterattack.
Order all troops to pursue the enemy. We must honor the sacrifices of all who brought us this far, and ensure that this victory is complete.
Consider it done.
We won this battle by a hair's breadth. If not for all of you, we would have had a very different outcome.
I suppose there's no point in humility. We did save the day, but so did everyone else. This was a victory won by your men and your allies, all of them. As much as I'd like to, we can't take all the credit.
Still, we all know a great portion of that credit goes to you, and you will have your reward. The world will soon know what you've done today.
A reward? Well, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to a cup of your finest wine. Of course, even that wouldn't be enough on its own. What we really want is a world of justice and fairness where everyone can live in peace. You give us that, and we could truly enjoy our wine.
Very well, my friend. If that is truly your wish, it shall be yours.
Zenji playing her flute weapon as a flute.
Leadership at Chibi was magnificent. The tiger bent the knee, the throat no fang. The dragon headed towards E province in pursuit of territory. I'm not sure why the result was anything less than perfect.
Still, the fact remains that we gained strategic land.
It's cause for celebration, to be sure.
victory make you complacent. Maintain your focus!
Keep both the mind and blade sharp, and well honed.
Hey, Salsa. Someone's looking rather content. There's no contentment to be found. Yet. Our new kingdom remains beyond us still. Our true journey is only just beginning.
Yep.
We inherit the past.
This game's a prologue to the War of the Three Kingdoms all along. Yeah.
Good timing, yours, but it does. One, you or of the Zluan. Which path? Good.
If that is your choice, then let's take this opportunity to grant you a proper rank and title.
Talzar will take all of your past achievements into consideration to bestow something suitable upon you.
Our lord is a poet after all. I'm sure whatever he comes up with will be magnificent.
I will give it some thought. You won't regret the wait, Sluan.
Yeah, we've seen this, of course. Huzzah! Okay, so there's no fleeing battle. Cool. Now we've seen that. The path of true power. True path of power, excuse me. To foil Wu's plans and stop their fire attack. Therefore, he was called the Guardian of Peace. Huh. I maintain that title, I guess. The end. Number 6. There's one last thing left to do, I think. What is? It's called a dream battle. I don't know what that means, but let's go for it, I guess.
Let's go. Hurry up and prepare. Be useful for once.
Let's go! You're with me. Ain't nothing to worry about. Move forward.
Okay, we flipped Wu out. Wu out.
Now, follow your leader. Begin the advance. Turbulent times force even friends to fight
officer has been defeated.
To that end, I withdraw. The waiting is over. Let us rush in already. On the advance.
Yeah, this is so weird. So everyone's like at the faction they were in before.
We shall meet in battle again. Come to help. We may get out of this yet. Embarrassment. I think we're gonna have to pull back. Get the arrangement, and with haste.
officer has been defeated. No way. I'm gonna run.
majestic display. You should be proud of what you've accomplished.
Your adversary is going to prepare yourself.
Appreciate having you around at a pitch like this. The enemy almost makes
Woo!
has been defeated. The enemy officer 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 has been defeated.
Damn. Nice. Alright. I guess that was Dynasty Warriors Origins. I think we missed a cutscene or somewhere or something, but, you know, that's just the way it is, because sometimes...
Here you are.
Well, that's where we'll leave it regardless. Like, I'll... That's so weird that there's something missing over there. Anyway. So that's where we'll leave it. That's the finale. Review coming up next. Bye!